I no longer believe that women should submit to me or women being inferior to men.
I'm an ex-Muslim from the UK. I left Islam a year ago.
I left Islam about 7 years ago after discovering rather unpleasant details and practices of Prophet Muhammad.
In America, this is the last thing, 23% are becoming apostates of Muslims, American-born Muslims. It's a leather sock. Who cares if it's a leather sock or not, man? Your child is going to become an apostate.
My life is better without Islam because of bacon. Just kidding.
I don't have to make excuses for why this is in the Quran or that is in the Quran for all the misogyny, terrorism, and violence.
The crazy stupid stuff that I was kind of like, like this is a bit awkward, like why did that happen? Why did the Prophet do that? That kind of stuff, they like really brushed over it nicely.
My life was based on Islam and its teachings, and it was collapsing before my eyes.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm every day I'm every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm every day I'm every day I'm hustling.
What is the penalty for apostasy? What is the penalty for leaving the Muslim faith? Dr. Muqaddam, what is the penalty for apostasy?
If it's an Islamic country, then the Sharia is very clear. Apostasy is dealt with the death penalty.
Thank you. That's all I want to hear.
But what's the relevance between what happens in an Islamic country and Great Britain? I fail to see the connection.
Oh, really? Let me know, do you want the UK to become a Muslim country? And what happens if that happens?
Bismillah, brothers and sisters.
My life is better after leaving Islam because I began to live my life in a way that is authentic to me. You know, I shed all of the preconceived notions that I had of what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, what is good, what is bad, what should I live my life for. You have a right to believe and feel the way that you feel. And there's nothing wrong with you for coming to the conclusions that you came to, the very logical, rational conclusions that you came to. And even if you feel alone where you are, even if you feel like you can't be open about who you are, there are people out there that want you to be that way. And find us online. I mean, we're out here and we're here for you. Even if you can't be out to your immediate community, it's important for you to find people that you can be open to for the purposes of you feeling okay with who you are. I mean, before I came out, I had a lot of shame about being ex-Muslim until I started meeting other ex-Muslims. You know, seek that out in whatever ways you feel comfortable, you feel safe, because you have a right to exist as an ex-Muslim.
Fake ex-Muslims. Lol.
Imagine a master that dictates to you and plans for you all day, since the moment you wake up until you go back to bed. When to wake up, how to wake up, when to go into the bathroom, how to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not to drink, who to be friends with, etc., etc. How horrible would that be? Religion does that, and it does it to your thinking. Religion thinks for you. Islam thinks for you. Under Islam, you are not allowed to think for yourself. When your eyes see something that contradicts what the big brother tells you, you have to disbelieve your eyes in order to believe your master. And for me, this is the most single evil thing in Islam and religion in general.
It is extremely important to come out. This is the one and only life that I shall ever live. I want to look back at it and say, I have lived an honorable life by standing up for what I believed is my right. I have contributed to humanity by being courageous enough to speak up. And I have fulfilled my duties as an educated woman of consequence. You would be surprised how an ex-Muslim who's brave enough to come out can change and save people's lives.
Hello, I'm Ali Malik and I'm awesome without Allah because leaving Islam also meant losing that false sense of superiority that came with Islam. It meant I no longer dehumanized non-Muslims. I respected others on the basis of their humanity and how good they are towards me meant that meant my relationships with everybody were a lot more authentic and based on humanity. The biggest liberation for me was my behavior towards women and how I no longer believed that women should submit to me or women being inferior to men.
Allah created the woman, even if she gets a PhD, deficient. The intellect is incomplete, deficient.
It also meant that I took charge of my own life. I make my own decisions and I can live with my own decisions. I don't have to look up when something goes bad and I don't have to share the credit when something goes good in my life. I am awesome without Allah because how independent, human, humble and compassionate it's made me.
My name is Zahra and I'm a Lebanese Canadian ex-Muslim and I'm awesome without Allah. At first I thought that losing my religion meant losing my family, therefore my entire support. But then I found the ex-Muslim community, a community that is here to support you, to accept you, to understand you, and provide you with emotional support. Also leaving the religion that I had such a hard time accepting in my heart and my mind helped me free myself from its shackles. So I finally understood what it feels like to be free, to think for myself and to take my own decisions without even having to refer first to a religious scripture. So I want all of you ex-Muslims, closeted ex-Muslims or questioning Muslims to understand, to know that you can and you will be awesome without Allah.
My name is Ada and I'm from Saudi Arabia. The best part about being an ex-Muslim and being open about it, honestly, has to be the freedom that comes along with it. It's not just the freedom to do whatever you want, but also the freedom to let your mind explore and wander and go into areas that Islam used to block before. Even when I was living in Saudi and being physically blocked, I was able to let my mind wander and read and think and form opinions, and it's just such a beautiful thing that I honestly would not trade for the world.
I am Rishwin Ismat from Sri Lanka. I work with Council of Ex-Muslims of Sri Lanka. I left Islam in 2013 and 2014 onwards I've been presenting constructive criticism and questioning about Islam. I left Islam because of Muhammad. Especially his life in Medina cannot be accepted. If you study his life in Medina, lootings, muggings, wars, child sex, massacres, etc., etc., slavery, etc., etc. Terrorism at its large, you can find there. So I cannot consider or accept him as a prophet. If anybody study his life, especially the Medinan part, would never accept him or consider him as a prophet, or not only as a prophet, even he cannot be considered as a genuine human being. Presenting all these things, the Islamic terrorists and extremists try to kill me twice and there are a lot of death threats. Apart from that, my life is really happy and I am satisfied with what I am without Islam, awesome without Allah.
After leaving Islam, I've been able to live my life more fully because I don't have to pray 5 times a day, because I don't have to feel guilty for not waking up at 4:30 to do the first prayer, because I don't have to read the same book every year, but instead I choose to spend that time with family and spend quality time with friends and read the books that I want to read.
Leaving Islam has tremendously improved my self-esteem. I don't have to be ashamed anymore of being queer. I'm free to love and to be loved, and that's the best feeling in the world. My message to closeted ex-Muslims is that we know what you're going through. We know the fear. If it's safe for you, please reach out to us. We all have the same scars. You're not alone.
Leaving Islam also helped me to better understand the Muslims. There are absolutely differences between Islam and Muslims. I live with a Muslim wife. I have no problem with it. Love and respect should be bigger than any other religions. We should able to live with each other regardless whatever ideology we subscribe to. So yes, I live better life without Allah. Today I had bacon. It's good. You should try. Nothing should prevent you to enjoy your life. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rima. My life is better without religion because I am better able to serve humanity without losing my precious time to things that will not collectively improve the state of myself or those around me. It makes me more approachable to people in my life that matter to me because I come from a place of compassion rather than judgment when I am surrounded by people that are different than me, and my friends feel that. This also includes my friends that are homosexual. I am finally living a life without guilt or emotional trauma or blackmail of any kind.
Living the double life, knowing that the only reason you're accepted is because you are living a lie, it just gets too much to bear, or at least it was for me. Judge your situation, don't put yourself in any danger. But it will be so much better for you if you're just open about it. The best part about leaving Islam for me was the freedom. Islam and any other dogmatic way of thinking limits your ability to know. They tell you what is allowed and what it isn't allowed. But as an adult, as a free individual, it's up to you to be the arbiter of what you think you need to know. Even if it's needing to know something you disagree with, so at least you can argue why you disagree with it. Islam doesn't let you have that.